the recipe's done, and we're ready to get started with the next part of the show, which is pretty much the end. So, I'm going to play the purse game. And what you're going to do is everybody needs to have the purse. So raise your hand if you don't have a purse. You don't have a purse? Okay, if you don't have a purse, you can use anything that's on your body, okay? So take stock of what you got from your head to your toes, and you can use that, okay? And here's the rules. I'm going to say a letter. You're going to find something in your purse that starts with this letter, okay? Now, rule number 1 is you have to have it in your hand. If you say ostrich, you better have an ostrich in your purse, okay? If you don't have an ostrich in your purse, don't say ostrich, okay? Second rule is it has to be different from everybody else's. So if I said the letter V, I can't take 2 Visa cards. I'm only going to take the first one, okay? And the third rule is I take the first 2 answers. So if you're number 3 and you pull up something, we're all going to do this. Ready? Wah, wah, wah. Okay? So you definitely don't want to be number 3, so you want to be really fast. Now, if we have a tie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, what did that letter mean? And you have to be the first one to answer to break that tie, so you kind of want to listen to what I'm telling you. Okay? So the first letter that I'm going to give to you is F as in frog. File. File. I got a file. So $5 bill, Fred Meyer card. Fingers on your hand. Fingers.
Sorry, she was fast.
We got a wah, wah, wah. Alright, so F stands for free product. Now everybody turn to the second to last page of your catalog. Alright, you're going to see that there's a red chart on there. And what I'm going to do is I just want to let you know that my show average is $1,000. So I want to bring you right up to that $1,000 sales level. How much free product do you get when you have a $1,000 show?
215.
That's right. Now it doesn't stop there, it keeps going. But that's just the starting mark. Now if you don't have a $1,000 show, that's okay too. What do you get for a $600 show?
115.
That's right, so you're still getting free stuff, okay? So that's really good. All right, so the next letter is O as an ostrich. I already gave you that one. Optical lenses. You gotta say it! I can only give it to you. If you don't say it, I can't give you the ticket. I already gave it to you. Yell it out.
Outback.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. You took too long, girl. Okay, so O was optical lenses, right? Or Outback, or this one. Okay, so O stands for $100. Now, when you first start this business, you're starting at the ground floor, and you're making about $100 per show. Okay, but you know what? The more you do this, just like in any other business, the more money you're going to make. Anybody want to care to guess how much money I make per show?
300?
Yeah, more like $350. Good job. Excellent. So this, $100 is no way the glass ceiling. Okay, it keeps going. All right, next letter. You guys ready for the next letter? H is in Heather, your consultant forever.
Honey herb pop rocks.
Honey herb pop rocks. You guys cannot let her win. She's hard. Ooh, hard. Oh, that is fast. Okay, so H stands for half off items. Now look again at that second to last page of your catalog. How many half off items is Pampered Chef letting you earn?
At least 1. Up to 5.
Up to 5. You can get anything you want with that. Carol, I saw you looking at the book. What was something in there that you wanted?
The rock rock.
The rock rock. Woohoo! Okay, so what's half of 135? 50, and then half 30 is 15, so, okay. We can do math if it's small numbers, right? Break them into halves, okay? So you can totally get that when you have a show. Use your half price. Okay, next letter is K's and kitten. Kleenex. I got K's over here. Oh my God. Okay, I already got Kleenex, so we're going to have to do everybody else. Wah, wah, wah. You guys were kidding on the draw, though. Okay, I want you to close your catalog and look on the back. Do you already see that kit back there? There's 2 huge kits, okay? One of them has $600 in product in it. Do you see it? It's super big, okay? Now, you can actually get that for a lot less than what it says on the back of the catalog. You can actually get that with our kit rebate this month for $79.50. Okay, she gets a ticket because she said well. I was waiting for a response, but you know, I only got one, so she's good. Rachel, that's awesome. Okay, so isn't that amazing? So let's say that you just want to try it. Just give it a little bit of try. Guess what? It's not like being married, okay? And if you're like me, you do not have to do this for 16 years, have 8 children, drive a 15-passenger vehicle, okay? You don't have to do that. Okay? All you have to do is go on a couple dates. Try it a couple times. If you don't like it, guess what? You're done. Kick us to the curb, but guess what you get to keep?
Everything.
The ring. Okay, which is the kit, your paycheck, and any other specials they got going on. Okay, so make sure that you guys check that out, because if you have a lot of things on your wish list that match up with that kit list, you definitely want to talk to me about being a consultant. All right, next letter, you guys ready? S is in Sam.
Shamrock.
I got a shamrock and this.
Sportsman's Warehouse.
Sportsman's Warehouse. Okay, so here, where's my wah wah wah? All right, so S stands for 60% off special. When you have a show, each month that you pick, you get to choose from our special list and get those items at 60% off. So guess what?
What?
May's specials are fantastic, okay? And I have a flyer that I'm going to pass around. It's wonderful. But if you like the grilling stuff in our catalog, you might want to think about having a show. If you like the on-the-go cooling stuff, you might want to think about having a show. But we kind of already talked about those specials earlier, and you already saw the flyer that I passed around. So make sure you ask me about it again, because it's really cool. Each month is different. Okay, you ready for the next letter? The next letter is V as in Victor. V. Oh, who's got fixed paperwork? How about a voter's registration card? How about, nobody has voter's registration card?
I've got it right here.
You gotta have it in your hand. She's being fast. Robin's going faster. Oh my gosh, she's being April. Robin, let's go Now everybody has to help me with the whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so that's fantastic. That was pretty good. I like the race band going on there. Okay, so V stands for vacations. Now, when you're a Pampered Chef consultant, you get the opportunity to earn vacations. And what's nice is that you don't have to be this top-selling person doing 2 shows a week to get a trip. You could be doing 1 show a week. You could be doing a couple shows a month. I've got a gal on my team, I kid you not. She doesn't even do 1 show a week. There are tips and tricks to getting all these things, and she's actually standing right over there.
I'm not going to videotape her.
All right, so we'll have to ask her her tips later. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a ticket. If you can tell me all the places that I have been to with Pampered Chef, my husband and I, or my husband and my kids, have been to for free. When I say free, I mean airfare, hotel, things for you to do, okay? Now, you don't have to know where I've been. You just have to know, where do you want to go?
Italy.
I've been to Italy, and I just gotta say that was my favorite trip because I wasn't pregnant or nursing, and they give you wine with everything. It's like fantastic. Those of you who know me, I got a 1-year-old. It's almost time, right? Okay, so next, where is Punta Cana? Punta Cana! That was amazing. I heard Hawaii. I've heard Hawaii twice. You got that? Who said Disney? Disney. I heard Disney twice. You heard that? I've earned 2 cruises. There you go. Okay. Where else?
Paris.
I did earn Paris, but I actually traded it in for a trip to go visit family. So can everybody do a wah 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 on me? Where else have I been?
Mexico.
Mexico. I earned Mexico. I heard that twice on both of you. Okay, where else?
Alaska.
I did earn a trip to Alaska, Peggy. But I turned that in, since I live in Alaska, I actually turned that in for a home theater system. So everybody's going to go, yay, yay, yay! We already had Italy. That was the road one. Anybody else want to guess?
Spain.
Haven't been to Spain. Think across the pond. You guys
Ireland?
already said, nope, not Ireland.
Russia. England.
England. I heard England over here, but where in England?
London.
London, uh-huh. And my very first trip, nobody's named that one yet.
Amsterdam.
Nope.
Scotland.
It started with a G.
Germany.
Germany, okay. And then what's really close to Alaska?
Canada. Russia.
Canada. Russia is close. But I can walk there. Okay. Wait, not for my help. Maybe with a telescope, depending on what, place I live. But anyway, so those are just a few places. And you guys, guess where the next trip is to? Disneyland. That's right. I heard Disney over here. Okay, so the next letter, you guys ready? The next letter is T's and Tom. Tampons. I heard tampon and I heard toothbrush. Those are 2 things I don't want to hear ever together again. Okay, never, never, never. Okay, so T stands for theme shows. Now guess what? You guys are at an interactive show. Are you guys having fun? Woo! Okay, so you're at an interactive show. That's the best way because, that's just my personality. Can you tell? well, Pink, hello. All right, and so the different types of shows that I do, though, is I do wine tasting demos. Those are fantastic. Everybody brings their favorite bottle of wine. We rate them, we drink them through the entire show, and the person who brought the best red and the best white goes home with the prize, okay? Now, if you don't like to have 20 bottles of wine at your house, and all of your friends snockered, you might want to think of a different show to do, okay? So my other show, I love to do Death by Chocolate shows. That also can have alcohol or not. My favorite is the chocolate raspberry martini. Anybody heard of those ones? Those are pretty fantastic, okay? And then I also love doing the Amazing Race show. Now, who here watches the Amazing Race? Or you did, okay? So pretty much, you know, you get these envelopes, and in the envelope it tells you what to do. Okay, well, imagine that on steroids. Especially if you do a couples party. Because in the envelope, sometimes it says, go to the other table and steal something. So at one of my parties, well actually this happened twice, the man's team had to go over and steal from the woman's table. And at one point in time, the wife had the husband by the ear on the ground and stepping on his back, trying to not make that he take that little spatula, because he had to go steal the spatula from the other table. And the other time the man had to steal it, he's running around the hostess's table and he's holding it really high. And guess what she had above her table? A chandelier. So guess what ended up all over the chandelier? Chocolate. Food! And it was chocolate. So, but if you like to have a crazy time, you got a lot of crazy friends, talk about doing a theme show. I can pretty much theme anything out. Okay, you guys ready for the next letter? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Letters B as in boy. Bible. Batteries. On your clip. Okay, I got batteries and Bible, and that's a wah, but it's a good one. Okay, I had someone who had a baby in their purse once. And I had one girl, she was sitting next to her mother, and she pulls out birth control. She goes, birth control! And the mother looks at her and goes, what? And I just went, oh my God, I'm never playing this show again. Or I'm never playing this game again. And she looks at me, she goes, I'm just joking, I knew. I'm like, oh, that was funny. So B stands for be your own boss. Now imagine if you got to go to work when you want and not when you don't. Imagine being able to be in Alaska in the summer and going fishing, hunting, camping, and not having to go and be at a 9-to-5 job. All right? Imagine being at every one of your kids' games. Imagine being able to get away from all of your children. I love my kids to death, but I gotta get away. All right? So imagine that. And if you can imagine yourself doing what I do, you've got to talk to me. I promise I'm not Velcro. I'm not going to stick to you. All right, so ready for the next letter? The next letter is G's and George. Gift card. I got gum and gift card. That was like, woo, way down there. Okay, G stands for guest special. Everybody turn to page 19 in your catalog right now. Everybody turn? Everybody got there? Okay, so on page 19, you see these really cool nylon tools? These are like super cool, right? They're actually heat resistant. Can anybody tell me how heat resistant they are?
Up to 400.
450 degrees.
450. Good job. Okay, so the 450 degrees. Can you tell me what kind of cookware are they really good to be used in?
Non-stick.
Non-stick. Because I know that's fantastic. So, and they also have a nice little hole. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to have you look at those spatulas, and I want you to tell me right now, if I were to let you walk out the door with one of those spatulas right now, tell me, what would it be? And you all want tickets, don't you? I want tickets for that. I want you to write it down on your order form. So grab your order form, write it down, okay? And right next to it, I want you to write the number 70, okay? Now what's going to happen is when you spend $70, you get to take that, well, you don't get to take anything, sorry. That's actually going to come in your stuff because everything comes to you now, right? So make sure that you watch your total because if it gets to 70, you're going to get there. All right, last letter. Ready? I as in indigo.
iPhone.
Okay, just so you know, you all have an ink pen in your hand. And most of you have iPhones. Okay, that's a good one though. Okay, I stands for information. So I need some information from you. You guys ready? Everybody take your order form. All right, so I'm going to have you look right on the left-hand side. There's some questions here. And remember, I told you to use these order forms as not only your wish list throughout the show, but also as your sales receipt. So remember I mentioned earlier, you only want to put prices next to the things you want, but list everything. That way when you have your own show, you know what you already want. And then I'll give you a copy of this to take home tonight so that you already have your wish list made up. All right, so on the left-hand side, it asks me questions. So Lorianne, can you ask me, what is that first, or can you tell me, what does that first question say?
Earn extra income with a flexible schedule.
Ah, this is a good one. If you want to learn more about what I do, simply mark yes or maybe, even if it's for somebody else, okay? I'll only give you a flyer to take home. You can read more about it. And then if you want to get together with me and learn more, we can do it then, all right? What's the next question, Lorianne?
Hosting a fun cooking show and earning free products.
Ah, that's my favorite one. Okay, so unless I smell or I just don't look really nice or you just really don't want me in your home, totally put no on that, okay? But if you had fun, who had fun? Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Who likes the first game? Woo-hoo! Okay, if you had fun, if you want me to come and cook for you and your friends, mark yes or maybe on that. If you're not sure when, just mark maybe. I'll work with you, okay? And then what's the next question, Lorianne?
Hosting a catalog show and earning free products.
Ah, this is okay too. So let's say your house might be too small or you're just super busy. You know, if you are in one of those situations, go ahead and mark the catalog show. Because I can set you up on Facebook. We can do a Facebook show and a catalog show. Squish them together and you'll get lots of sales. All right, what's the next question?
When my wish list products go on special.
Okay, don't even mark that box, okay? Because here's what's gonna happen. You are all gonna automatically get my email newsletter. All right, that's why you put your email up there, okay? So don't cross out your email, all right? But here's what happens. If you don't want that monthly email newsletter, all you have to do is go down to the bottom. It says remove, click it, it's gone, okay? But you wanna keep it because if anything ever happens or you want something else from me, all you have to do is click reply. I'm right there, all right? I will help you with anything that you need. All right, what's the next one, Lorianne?
Pampered Chef wedding showers.
Oh, who knows somebody getting married? Who knows somebody that's doing housewarming? Who knows somebody that just wants a whole bunch of product for free? All right, my friend. Now, if you do a wedding shower, these are fantastic because the bride gets everything that people buy for her, then she gets everything on the hosting wish list. All right, so if you know somebody, mark that down. What's the next one, Lorianne?
Fundraising.
Ah, this is my favorite. Everybody see how I'm wearing pink? All right, what does pink represent?
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer. In the month of May, we're having our Help with Cancer program. That's why I'm wearing pink, okay? I deck it all out in pink because that is one of my favorite months. And so I promote that by wearing this much color in pink. I'm usually not a pink person, okay? But I'm wearing it and I love it. And so here's what happens. If you have a show in the month of May, you're helping out the American Cancer Society because when they purchase our pink items, we're going to donate $1 to the American Cancer Society. But if you want to have a fundraiser, guess what? They're going to donate up to 25% to the American Cancer Society. And then since I also donate a portion of my commission, that's going to make the fundraiser even larger. And if you don't want to have a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, maybe you want to have it for somebody else, you can do that too. All right, I'll still donate a percentage of my sales, making you have a really large fundraiser. All right, what's the last one, Lorianne?
Receiving your monthly e-newsletter.
Yeah, you ain't got to mark that either. Why?
Because you're already on it.
Because you're already going to get it. Okay, so a couple more things I need to let you know about. At the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see a little heart there. It says round up from the heart. I am automatically going to round you up to the next nearest dollar to send that extra few pennies to the local food bank. If you don't want me to do that, I need you to cross out that heart so that I don't do that. And then to the left, do you see where it has your credit card information? I only accept debit, credit, and cash. Okay? So if you would like to pay with a credit card, please make sure that that's filled out before you come see me. Okay? And then here's what's going to happen. I'm going to set up a checkout station right over here. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take your order forms and place them one on top of the other. I will pull from the bottom. So the first one up, or excuse me, the first one down is the first one up, and you're the first one that I'm going to help check out. So when you come see me, please do not place your order form on the bottom because you just jumped in front of everybody else that's here. Okay? And then also, I'd like you to keep this area clear because people are using credit cards and they're doing different payment methods and they might be buying a gift for somebody. So please, just lay your order form, go back to your chair, go back to socializing or get some food, and then I'll call you one-on-one, all right? We don't want to kind of crowd this area because some people like to have a little bit of that alone time, all right? So are there any questions about anything I've shown you today? No? Who thinks they have the most tickets? Woohoo! Okay, Lorianne, you get the prize. I want you to go up there and pick out of the gift basket, and then you get to keep whatever your prize is, all right? Anybody else have any questions? Great, I think we're done. Thanks for coming, you guys. I'm excited. Woohoo!